Okay, folks, I'm going to talk to you tonight. We're going to talk a little hog hunting here. Brian and I have decided to enter the Wise County Hog Contest. And this is called the largest hog hunting contest in the world. And you can also find it by looking up the hunting game. Now, what this contest does is whoever brings the heaviest wild hog into Bridgeport to be weighed wins the contest. They're going to be paying a grand prize, of course, and up to 10 places for top 10. Now, this does pay pretty good money, but really, yeah, we would like to win. We'd like to get that money, but this is a four-man team. It's going to be myself, Brian Trussell, Braden Trussell, and Bryson Trussell. So there'll be four of us on the team, and we're going to be called the Backwoods Boys. Now, I liked Pig Posse and all that, but it doesn't really matter what your team is called. And the thing is, this takes a lot more than just paying your $120 entry fee and going out and trying to find a big hog. So this video is really for you future hog hunters. By the time you see this, you cannot sign up for the Wise County Hog Contest because it starts February 1st. Now, that will be tomorrow. This video, I've started it on Saturday, but it won't actually hit the internet till tomorrow. But if you have already signed up, here's some things you're going to run into. Now, number one, you got to have a place to hunt hogs. And most of these landowners want you to do hog eradication. They want you to kill them all. Well, in this situation, it takes one big hog. Now, there's other side pots, who has the longest cutters, who's the closest to 225 and all of that, but I don't think we entered all that. We just want that one big hog. Now, we started actually on this contest over a month ago. And when I say started, we've already had some places lined up to hunt, but we actually went out and sat at some of these places looking for big hogs. Now, usually when a landowner says, I've got some big, massive hogs in here, he may do it, but generally, if they're wild hogs, they're only going to be between 200 and 250 pounds. Now, a 250-pound hog is not going to win this contest. You're going to need something in the way of 350 pounds. Now, that is possible to kill a wild hog that big. I have killed one that weighed 380 pounds, and that was gutted. And I killed another one that weighed 420 pounds. But both of those were killed in September, right after the corn harvest. So we're thinking that in order to find a true wild hog, that you're going to have to hunt a place such as close to a feedlot, a place that's feeding a lot of cattle, are just some place where them hogs eat a lot of food that makes them grow larger than normal. Now, you can't go out and trap them and feed them up legally and then kill them, because here's the deal. They're going to give you a polygraph test. That's a mandatory thing, polygraph test. Now, I don't know what questions are asked or whatever, but if you go out and kill your granddaddy's old Deer Rock hog, they're going to know that that's not a wild hog. So they do everything they can to keep cheating at an absolute minimum. So, like I said, we started a month ago actually going and setting in places and looking for wild hogs that were abnormally large. Now, we've got 2 located, and I'm not going to say where they're at, but let me say this, they were twice as big as the other hogs. And I hope I saw one of them 2 weeks ago. I hope he hadn't been trapped or shot in between then, because most of these landowners are after eradication. And we intentionally did not shoot that hog. So it was out there. There's another one out there that's abnormally large. And without killing that hog, getting him on the ground and actually weighing him, you don't know how much they weigh. I have killed sows that their back was almost 4 foot high. But if you put a weight on them, they don't weigh like 250, 260 pounds, because the pigs have drawn them down. They're skinny. I found in the past that mostly these heavy hogs are going to be boars. Well, that's another subject there. If you go out and shoot a hog that some dog hunter has caught with dogs, castrated it, and let it go, it'll get bigger than normal, but you're also disqualified from the contest because they do not allow barred hogs. So I'm thinking you got to have a hog that's about 350 pounds. Now let's think about that for a second. There ain't no way that you can go out and shoot a 350-pound hog and throw him up in the back of your pickup or your side-by-side or whatever. It ain't happening. Them things are heavy. So, to plan for this contest, you're going to have some sort of lift to get that hog up off the ground and into your back of your pickup or your side-by-side or whatever. They're also going to put out every week, they're going to put out the weights of these hogs that are in the lead. Now, after that hog is loaded, you're going to have to carry him all the way to Bridgeport, Texas, to have an official weigh-in. This contest runs from February 1st to the last day of February, all month long. So, saying that, not only do you have to have a way to load him, you got to have a way to weigh him. You're going to need a good weight on that hog, because for me, it's a 3-hour drive from here to there, 6 hours round trip to weigh one hog. I'm not driving that unless I know I got a good shot as being up there of winning some money. So, you got to have a lift. And all of you that have a winch on your side-by-side or whatever, it's going to take a little more than that, because if you find a tree and you winch him up, you may be able to get a weight on him, but you still can't get him in the back of your truck. So that's something to think about right there. The other thing that really you got to think about is horsepower. These big hogs are not like the little ones. If you're hunting with a 223 or a 6.5 Grendel or whatever, unless you hit that hog right in the ear, he is not going down. So you need something. We're using 6mm Creedmoors, bolt actions. And if we do find a hog and all of our members are together, we're all going to shoot at the same hog because that's guaranteed to put him down. So, you're going to have to think about your gun, your bullet, how you get him loaded. And the other thing is, if you shoot that hog, he's got to be weighed within 24 hours. So how quick are you going to be able to get him down there? I'm retired, so I can drive them, but if you shoot this hog like on a Wednesday night, you better hope you're off work for Thursday. So there's a lot of things to think of in these hog contests like this. This is not easy. Little things like, making a landowner mad because you watched 50 hogs walk by and didn't shoot any of them. Or, you shot that one big hog instead of shooting 10 or 15 others. You don't want to make your landowners mad, but anyhow, the Wise County Hog Contest, it'll start tomorrow, or actually tonight at midnight. I know that some of my hunting partners are in bed right now. They're going to get up and go at midnight because their theory is the monster hogs don't come out till 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I don't know if that's true. I can't tell you. We've got a lot of places to hunt, and we've been looking for them, and out of the hundreds of the hogs that we've seen, we only know of 2 that we think might be big enough to do this contest. So anyhow, another thing to think about, it's February. February is cold. So you're going to need to keep warm. You're going to get hungry at night. I'm eating MREs. Brian don't care much for them, but I like the MREs myself. But anyhow, Wise County Hog Contest, thehuntinggame.com. You might look it up, and hopefully this year we will place. We've entered it several times before, and we've never placed. And although I have killed hogs big enough to have won, I haven't done it lately. It seems that hunters go out now and they pick out the biggest hogs and kill them, and they never get a chance to be big enough to go in the hog contests. And usually in this part of the country, most of the hogs are killed in late August or early September because of the corn harvests. So anyhow, just to let you know, that's what we're up to. We're not going to do a lot of filming. We might snap a picture or 2 if we kill a big one. And I don't know if it'll be on video or not. My gun doesn't have sound. Brian's does. But anyhow, you might look us up. The Backwoods Boys trying to kill a big hog. Thanks for watching.